Guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, yes, I do have my espresso. It is the 19th of August, coming up to midday here in Melbourne. That coffee is fantastic. The crypto market has dumped quite significantly, and I'm not even worried at all because I know what's coming. Of course, we will go over the coin market cap prices today. Solana hit a milestone over the weekend as well, hitting 100,000 transactions per second, which is significant for payment rails. And I guess that's one of the major reasons why Solana has partnered with Visa. Everyone knows what Visa is. If you don't, you're living under a rock. We've got the SEC delaying all of these exchange traded funds. It is very frustrating. Hurry up, Paul Atkins. We're all waiting for this. We've got Peter Brandt predicts a $500,000 Bitcoin, which is huge. We've got XRP roller coaster from all-time high to buying the dip, which is amazing. I think a lot of people are doing that. Let me know in the comments if you are. We've got BlackRock and Ethereum, again, drive crypto inflows right now. They're buying a significant amount of Ethereum and Bitcoin through the exchange traded funds. Can't wait for that. And of course, we've got Ethereum smashing records because, again, that is being bought up by institutions because, again, it's been the favorite amongst institutions for a long time, since the Gary Gensler era, really. And we've got some updates in relation to Chainlink. Yes, I've got updates in relation to EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange. I had a really good meeting last night. Let's get into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification because, as you can see right here on the screen, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come on this incredible journey. Things are getting crazy in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You rock. Also, a little disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and, of course, any other investment. So please be careful. Do your own research. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are out of the way. I'm getting straight into it today. Coming over to coin market cap, we do have a total market down $3.93 trillion, down 0.76%. This week hasn't really been that great for crypto, that is for sure. Now, again, we've got ETFs. Daily inflows last night on Wall Street was negative 79.2 million. Which is interesting. However, I mean, last week, the Ethereum ETFs were just going parabolic. Look at this. There was $1.1 billion in Ethereum. In actual fact, let's just go to here. There you go. $1 billion in inflows. Then, of course, we move on to the next day. We had 523. We had 729. $639 million on the 14th. And, of course, we had the 18th. There was really negative, which is annoying and very frustrating. And, of course, the same with Bitcoin. I'm not really worried about that. There's a lot of macro stuff going on at the moment in the world, in case you haven't noticed. There's a lot of news. President Donald Trump's hosting, a lot of European Union leaders at the moment at the White House. There's a lot of stuff going on. We have dominance for Bitcoin still at 58.98%, so it's still the leader. Ethereum sitting at 13.26%. Coming over to the coins right now, the top ones in my portfolio, I do share this in my Wall Street Bull University. Electronium, 11.7%. Reef, I still hold Reef. I mean, I've been holding this for years now. It's still in the pennies. Again, I'm bullish on it for one reason, because the founder of Danko Machinsky, called out Sam Bankman-Fried's BS a long time ago, but I just like the project. And we also have OMI. VV app is pretty cool as well, guys. I haven't been on that for a very long time. That is up 3.73%. Solargenic, 2.67%. Kin, AMP. Ubix Network is like a Russian-based Ethereum, a layer one project. That one, I mean, I've been holding that again for a very long time. Coming over the top, though, if we go to market cap, Bitcoin's trading at 116,000 US dollars. And again, it's taken a tumble, but it's still remaining quite steady. All right, I'm going to go show you a chart a second on TradingView, which I haven't done in years. Ethereum's at $4,299, XRP $3.05, Solana's $183, Dogecoin 22 cents, Cardano's at 92 cents. We have Chainlink at $25, XLM at 41 cents, Sui $3.60, Hedera's at 24 cents, Litecoin 117. ICP, gosh, I remember this in the previous bull market being like 140 Australian dollars. This is how crazy it was. We're not there yet. We've still got a while to go. Now we've got VeChain doing nothing for 3 years at 2 cents, XDC at 8 cents, Quant 107, Immutable X at 55 cents. So they are the coins in my portfolio. I've been holding these for a very long time. Now, coming over to something interesting I wanted to show all of you on TradingView, just bringing this up. Now, I haven't used this in a very long time. Honestly, I don't really get into technical analysis much because, again, I'm of the belief, and it's just my opinion. A lot of people say otherwise. Technical analysis comes down to the opinion of the trader or the investor, right? But one thing I do like to use, of course, is the RSI indicator. And again, a lot of my trading bots over the years use an RSI indicator, basically buying low, selling high. So, of course, if you come to this RSI indicator, when obviously it drops below the 30 level, as you can see down the bottom here, the RSI indicator, obviously the bots would place a trade, and that's when you know the market's been oversold right now. So of course the price will rise. That's basically what it means. And of course, if you come up to here and you see that it's over the 70 line, let me just bring this up right here. As you can see, it was overbought, so the market's definitely going to have a pullback, right? And again, this is on Ethereum right now on a daily chart. So just to everyone, so that you guys can see this right now, let me just bring this up here. So it definitely has been overbought and it's due for a pullback. Pretty straightforward. You don't really need anything else. That's just my opinion, but you don't need anything else. An RSI indicator is a great indicator. Now, a linear regression line is fascinating though, because, I was looking this up earlier and I always like to expand my knowledge on crypto trading. I mean, it's fascinating. I do like it though. But a linear regression line, I've got a description, a short one here for you. A straight line that best fits the price data over a chosen period. And of course, this is on the daily chart, right? Now again, think of it like the average trend of the market during that time frame. Okay, and obviously this is the daily chart. It's calculated using the least squares method, basically minimizing the distance between all the price points and the line. So having a look at this linear regression channel line right here, you can see that it's literally going straight up. Okay, and it's no BS. And I was fascinated about it, and I was using it on multiple coins. Now, if you come to Bitcoin right now, look at this, right? I thought it was fascinating because I've been in this space since 2016, right? And of course, artificial intelligence wasn't around. So we didn't have that luxury of looking something up on AI, which was, incredible to do now. Quick sip of the coffee, guys. Now, again, the linear regression line on Bitcoin is literally like a rocket ship going well and truly higher right now. And that is on the daily chart. This is incredible. Now, if you come to, for example, Hedera, not NVIDIA, because we're not going to do that. Let's just go to Hedera as an example. Yet another trend line that is going directly upwards, right? Then, of course, let's go to our favorite cryptocurrency, which is XRP. Where are you? Right here, USD. Sorry, my thumb movement right here. Let's go here. Have a look at this, right? Now, again, there's a lot that needs to happen, of course, with these ETFs and this lawsuit from Judge Torres. But if you look at the linear regression line on here, and of course it is just, in the RSI indicator, it is literally been hovering flat, right? But the linear regression line, the trend line, is literally pointing skywards right now. Look at it. It's just mind-blowing to see where this could potentially go, right? And who knows, it's definitely on an upward facing trajectory. That's what I'm trying to say here. And the linear regression line is a really cool indicator. So go check it out. Have a play around with it. I thought it was amazing, but it's definitely facing upwards. All right. And you can adjust this to different time zones as well. So, I mean, look, it depends if you want to go 4 hours, 5. I wouldn't even do that because I'm thinking long term here. But I mean, even on a 4-hour chart, you can see that it's still going upwards. Look at that. It's mind-blowing. So you can apply this to different time frames. I thought that was pretty cool, so I'm just sharing that with all of you. Now, again, moving on, yes, EarnCurve, my spot crypto exchange. I'm not going to babble on about this because, again, I'm really working hard for you guys on this. If you haven't gone to register an account, go do that, earncurveinvest.com. I did have an incredible meeting last night with the Octobot team. Guys, honestly, the upgrade that's coming to Octobot and EarnCurve is huge. Literally huge, all right? So basically, you'll be able to run all your bots on one account. The upgrades in terms of how much funds allocation you can put to these bots is incredible. You can adjust all of that now. You can convert, multiple assets to trade at the same time. You can run all your bots at the same time. You can run crypto baskets, grid bots. You can run, of course, your own artificial intelligence strategies on this now. It's enormous. I'm really excited to bring you all of this. And of course, it's been, a vision of mine for a very long time. As you can see, I've got multiple EarnCurve accounts, trading Ethereum, the top altcoins, and of course, XRP, which is still in the green, by the way. But you won't need to use multiple accounts anymore. You'll just use the one and you can run all of them. I did, again, see all of them running on one account last night. It was wild. There was, like 10 bots running on one EarnCurve account. Incredible. So, go register an account on EarnCurve. I will apply a 10% discount to your trading fees. So make sure you go do that. Big things are coming in the next couple of weeks. Now, again, I'm saying that because I'm going to be testing it hopefully next week. And I'm assuming by the 1st of September, this will be live for everyone. All right. So we're battle testing everything, making sure there's no glitches. And of course, the intervals, I just want to say as well, I've seen a few people comment about this. The intervals and when these, trades are placed have now been, fixed, so to speak. So it's going to be a lot more accurate when it's placing buy and sell orders. But anyway, you can see that my XRP bot's working perfectly. It's insane. All right, so go join up. Links are below. Crypto bubbles, let's have a quick look on this. The week, OKB is the biggest gainer at 160%. That is, of course, an OKX token. Former partners on my channel. Chainlink's up 17.6%. It's still up 148 on the year. That's what people need to do. Just zoom out. We have Cardano up 176% this year. So let's go to the month. The biggest gainers, we have Hex. I don't invest in that. Pulse Chain, I don't invest in that. Again, Aero, Ethereum's up 18.5. Oh, sorry. Where are we? I've just lost it. 18.5%. And again, if you come to the year, which I like to do anyway, XRP is the biggest, one of the biggest at 440%. Hedera's at 359. Chainlink 148. Litecoin 76. Algorand is up 114%. XDC, an absolute gem. Seriously, at 8 cents. This is ridiculous at 215. Trade Finance, go look up XDC. I'm very bullish on that. And Sui as well is also up 336%. So when in doubt, zoom out, right? But look at those trend lines that I just showed you before on TradingView. I think it's amazing. Now, moving on to the news, we have Solana handles 100,000 transactions per second in test run. Here's why it matters. This is huge, which is, I think, is insane. But the network briefly processed more than 100,000 transactions per second in one on-chain experiment on Sunday, more than 25 times the network's typical throughput, according to the data gathered by Networks Explorer. Solana has already massively outpaces OG blockchain networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum on that front, but the Sunday peak beats Visa's own mark of handling 65,000 transactions per second. Think about that for a moment. 65,000 transactions, and now they're starting to get up to 100,000 transactions. That is mind-blowing. Solana validator operator behind the feat said that it showcases what's possible if continued technical developments and efficiency improvements make their way to the popular Layer 1 blockchain. The main point I want to get across is that Solana needs more efficient programs and efficient token standard, Synonymous validator Dr. Carvey, PhD, told Decrypt. There you go. Bullish on Solana, it's just the beginning, right? And of course, we've got the SEC delaying these ETFs. It's very frustrating. Paul Atkins, Paul, mate, you need to get these ETFs approved for everybody. And I'm sure President Donald Trump wants them approved as well. He's very big into crypto now. Don't muck around, Paul. Anyway, we've got the SEC and Exchange Commission pundit deciding on whether to approve the exchange-traded fund issued by Truth Social, a social media platform operated, of course, by Trump Media, President Trump, and technology group. The SEC marked October 8th as its next deadline for the Truth Social Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. I don't understand why. And the delay is routine as the agency weighs dozens of crypto ETF proposals. 2 more delays were also filed on Monday for CoinShares Litecoin ETF, CoinShares XRP ETF, and 21 shares Core XRP ETF later in October. So what are we now? August, September, October. So it's not long at all. The SEC also later filed delays for Canary, Grayscale, with proposals to allow staking on 21 shares Core Ethereum ETF as well. The commission finds it appropriate to designate a longer period within which to take action on the proposed rule so that it has sufficient time to consider the proposed rule changes. And the issue was raised therein. The agency said the filing of the Truth Social ETF. If the SEC votes to approve the launch, it will put doubts into minds of Americans, potentially undermine confidence in the markets and the agency itself, said Caroline, I'm not going to even pronounce her name, Ciccone, President Accountable US, a non-profit geared holding government officials accountable, and the commission will have to face these questions. Did they approve the rule because the right thing for the country, or did it do so because it will benefit the president's business? The SEC's posture towards crypto ETFs has changed notably over the past year since Trump took office. In July, the agency under new leadership voted to approve orders to allow all in-kind creations and redemptions by authorized participants. So that's what's happening with the ETFs at the moment. It's very frustrating for a lot of us, that's for sure, but I'm definitely lining up all of my crypto bots because, again, you've seen that linear regression line. Go look it up. And again, we've had a lot of XRP news, of course. It hit a new all-time high of $3.65, which is great. But it has since corrected 14% in a month, though it is still up 425% this year. The rally was also fueled by the SEC lawsuit resolution, which is bullish, and pending XRP ETFs could trigger significant institutional inflows, making the current dip possible buying opportunity for long-term investors. There you go. Let me know in the comments what you're doing. I'm curious about that. Now, again, we've got Ether ETF smashing records. Again, see $3.75 billion of inflows, but that has slowed down. I mean, there was this massive inflow of capital from Wall Street, which we saw going parabolic. Chainlink, which is interesting as well, has surged 5%. One of my bots is actually trading a lot with Chainlink at the moment, so go sign up on EarnCap for that. Aided by strong dominance move, Link just achieved the highest spot inflows on a year-to-date basis, according to CoinGlass. And Chainlink token volume soars by multi-month lows right now. And again, this is bullish for Chainlink. And if you come over to trending, or I should say linear regression line, we can look up Link. Let's have a look here. We can just look up Chainlink USD on Coinbase as an example, right? I mean, look at that. There you go. Pretty cool stuff, right? I found that really fascinating. Anyway, that's bullish. And of course, Link does have a lot of ETFs. Coming over to X. And again, that is President Trump showing his caps 4 more years. That is bullish. Thank you to those 9,089 people. You guys rock. Yes, if you haven't watched this video on how to set everything up on EarnCurve, just quickly play this for you, if it wants to work. Let me just play this right now. Hang on a second. Here we go.
Ready? You will be brought to the registration page. Put your email in here, your password, and retype the password, and make sure you click I have read the terms and conditions. Boom. Let me just do that. This will bring you to the summary page right here. Make sure you click security right here to set up your 2-factor authentication. That's very, very important. Use Google Authenticator. Once you have done this, make sure that you have deposited USDT in here. If it is your first time depositing USDT, you will need to generate a wallet address. It's pretty straightforward, guys. You can see USDT, you select your network, Ethereum, Binance, Tron, or Polygon. I like to use TRC, which is Tron. That is by far the cheapest. Once you have deposited some USDT in your account, you're ready to go with setting up your API key. You come up to the top right-hand corner, you click account, and then you go API key. If you haven't done so already, you need to generate your API key. Make sure that you activate reading, trading, and of course, any IP address. Once you've done this, it will generate an API key and of course your secret key. You need these, copy these into a Word document or an email. That way you can always have them there ready when you need to link them with Octobot. Now you come over to octobot.cloud. Make sure you use the links in the video descriptions. It will make life a lot easier for you. Sign up and register for Investor Plus. You don't need anything more than that. It's $9.99 USD per month. And again, my users will get 10% off that if you use the referral links and the discount code in my video descriptions. That's all you need. And once you are on the Octobot Cloud homepage right here, come to the bottom left-hand corner. You'll see a gear icon down here. You will see exchange accounts. Click this. You'll be brought to a screen where you connect your API keys. You come up to this little blue button right here, the plus symbol. Come here and select exchange. Make sure you select earn curve right there. Make sure you give the exchange API key a name. Just you can name this whatever you like. Remember when I said you paste the API key and the secret key in a Word document? Get the API key, paste it in here. Get the secret key and paste it in there. Once you've done that, click Save My API. If successfully done, it will turn green as you can see right here. Once you've done that, you can click the robots. These are my bots that are running at the moment on EarnCurve, on spot grid market for Solana and XRP. Click the little compass icon here. Click strategy. Click EarnCurve. Choose your Bitcoin or XRP grid bot. And that is how you use them, guys.
There you go. It's pretty weird listening to yourself, I will say that, guys. Anyway, we've got President Donald Trump right here. We'll have a quick listen to this.
Technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after?
Were you in the room?
It was true. I can't still believe that it's happening. Grayscale, yes, the SEC has delayed it, which is frustrating. Tom Lee predicting $15,000 US Ethereum. My bot's running on that. And we'll end up on this, guys. Tushram CEO reveals Ripple's bold plan. Listen to this.
Become a top 20 capitalized bank in the world. That's with XRP at $3. XRP goes to, some multiple of $3. They become a top 10 bank or even the top bank in terms of capitalization. That's pretty astounding.
That would be insanely astounding, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on that idea. If you look at leverage ETFs, do you feel like they'll ever be on-chain to where we'd be able to trade these on-chain?
I think everything will be on-chain. I don't think there's anything that won't eventually be on-chain. There's no question.
That is bullish news. Thank you very much, Paul Barron, for that one as well. We have Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says stablecoins will expand the dollar and access billions across the globe. It's a very bullish time. Fear and greed index is sitting at 60, by the way. That is your update for today, guys. Solana flying at the moment. Very, very nice. Big updates with EarnCurve. And go try out the trend line on TradingView. All right, I thought it was pretty cool. Look at that. It's beautiful. Stay safe, guys. Go join EarnCurve. I'll speak to you all soon, all right? Peace. Bye.